Hi, and welcome to episode 6 of the second season of Losing is Fun with Empress Evil. I'm Icon, and despite all efforts of our cruel and relentless storyteller, these poor souls are still alive. And we're sitting here in day 6 of the toxic fallout, and things don't look quite good. We're very low on food. We're pretty close to fell a decision if we have to eat the donkey or the dromedary, and believe me, these are really bad moments when you're going through these decisions. There are still a few plants out there which I can forage, and that's possibly one thing I want to do. But some very, very smart comment brought up the idea to set up these columns and build roofs until I reach the sea. And I felt like that's such a brilliant idea. And then I felt like it's a little bit of a mining effort, but if we mine through here, I could exactly achieve that without building too many columns. It would be pretty cool to set up this umbrella road to the sea, but it struck me that first of all, Empress dropped a silver ore meteorite into the mountain. That's something I might want to use, but this year is very close, so we might be best off just going for a little mining trip and proceed like this. And let's say roof visibility isn't that here? So we're not having any roof there yet, but if I'm not wrong, we should be very easily able to build a roof over here, and we all can fish there. So that's that. Because if I increase my food income with extra fish, I'm pretty sure that we might be lasting out for a few more days if we start slaughtering some animals and forage outside there. So it's still a hard time to beat, but let's do our best and try, shall we? So let's find out who's best for which job. So Zippy is going to be definitely the force behind this. We're going to expand the toxic fallout zone, of course, to facilitate this whole plan. Otherwise, we would be doomed. So I'm going to pull up the allowance zones inside the mountain quite generously, so I won't be having any trouble with further plans. And yeah, so Zippy, I want you to mine that. And well, she can't do that right now because there's no path yet. I hold down the left shift button while assigning this job to make sure she's going to grab her meal before she goes where she needs to go. We're toxic fallout, toxic buildup wise. Maria is in a bad spot. She went fishing the other day. I mean, a more immediate approach is to build up the one column here. That was the other thing that struck my mind, because basically one roofed area at that spot where the colonist is actually fishing is the most effective point to take action, because she's going to be a sitting duck there, and most of the time and most of the toxic fallout will be not affecting her. So let's check out if that works. I wonder if I'm able to cheat a little bit by allowing this zone here. And there we go. I think this is a workaround. If a cluster of the allowed zone is lying outside, they find a way to cross their path. Usually. I don't know if that got ever patched away, but nope, that trick still works. So even though she's now crossing the forbidden zone, she can go there because the endpoint is in a allowed zone. So that's a neat way to beat the system. Zippy is quite tired, sadly, but I'm going to force her work here, because once she's done with the mining, we're safely able to gather food from there, and that's a pretty big and important point. Gotta micromanage every single step, because there was no path to these tiles behind there, so I can't queue the orders, sadly. It's a little bit of a pain. So she won't be a fall down because of exhaustion. Alright, so select that and build a roof area there. So I want to repeat a big... I want to say a really big thanks to that idea, because that's simply genius. I wouldn't have come up with that on my own that quickly, and we have probably would have starved because of that. But look here, the fishing spot is now safe to use. It's awesome. So what can I say? They can now safely fish there without dying anymore. Awesome. And Zippy is getting the mining done. She's pretty tired after that, but it's better than starving. So here we go. Let's do the same thing with the roofing. Just here, and I'm going to create the fishing zone here. There we go. I'm going to choose the small catch here, because I think the small catch is being quickly caught. I'm going to catch medium fish here. Okay, and apart from that, whoever is able to fish is now assigned to fish, so let's fish today and hopefully survive another day. And let's see what'll happen. Let's check out the medical overview. So Maria really suffered a bit more. But yeah, Dweeb is not suffering from any further toxic buildup. Neat. Like that. He's even recovering behind that. Haha. So fishing is actually taking some time off. Awesome. Alright, Zane is protecting the other peeps here too. Nice. That's nice. That's so nice. Thanks so much for that idea. We're going to recover a bit of food because of that. And also, we're going to acquire some more animal training. That's a good thing, because animals are quite powerful. I just realized that there's no roofing here either. Let's change that. During this toxic fallout time, I can't allow any area not to be roofed where I got my people working regularly, you know. So... let's see. We're getting fish. There's salmon, sprad, nutrition 0.1. Oh boy, that's bad. But, well, that's better than nothing. These trouts are better, 15. So we're getting there, you know? We're getting there. So, why is there no power on those? Ah, because the grid is broken. Must have been the siege. Don't understand why it why nobody restored it. Ah, because it's outside the allowed zone. But there was no blueprint either. Whatever. That's a mystery. Sometimes things remain a mystery. Let's make it so. Don't care. This little time over the floor is not that bad. And Zippy is suffering from malnutrition, and Dweeb has gone psychotic. We don't have the luxury of letting him wander around in the toxic fallout. No, we don't. We have to take care of our own. That's what we gotta do. Zippy is preparing some meals out of different colored fish. Lovely. So the longer we do this, the better we'll get at doing this. So that's one good thing about that. Oh, he already released Dweeb again. I was quite confused. I keep forgetting about the fact that once you have them released once out of the state, they don't you don't need to assign it again to them. They remember that setting forever. It's pretty cool. But once everybody had a breakdown in the colony, you don't need to configure the releases anymore. Alright, wonderful. People are fishing now. Let's see how well that goes. I mean, we're learning out of that. It's a wonderful thing. Angelfish, 0.5. So there are better and worse catches. And it's not looking like we're having an easy time with catching these things. So here's another day ending with a toxic fallout. Dang. Gaxo's having heat stroke? It's 49 degree outside. This place is a living hell. Imagine 50-degree outside temperature while having toxic fallout, and you're sitting there at the ocean side fishing under a... I don't know, these roofs look like they're made out of the cheapest materials available. This really does have a post-apocalyptic flair. But good old Gaxo fetched up a lot of fish for us. It's one good thing. So we're really in trouble. Oh, what's that? It's anglerfish, I see. Didn't notice how it looked before. But I mean, one thing's good, we're quite relentless about the fishing right now. So if we start starving, we're going to starve slowly. So I've mistaken the angelfish with the anglerfish. They look quite similar in the writing. So Zane is having a break too soon too. Paul wants to tantrum down something random. I'm going to let him have the catharsis, honestly. Most of the time, if they go for random stuff, it's... my colony is built out of stone. Most of the time they don't manage to destroy anything. And if I see anything which troubles me, I'm going to send somebody for repairs. I mean, I've already lost pretty much everything during the last siege. These guys were really destroying everything here in the storage. In the last episode, we had 3 hits in a row with incendiary shells in here, and after that, the most precious things were just gone. Moment before that happened, we had somebody tantruming on what was left of our components, and the fire killed those out. We had good times. So Zane is having a berserker time. So what to do about that? The fun thing about that, he seems to be berserkering in his forbidden zone. Or no, now he's going to leave it? I wonder. It's a little bit weird. Usually berserkers are a little bit more decisive. Ah, here he goes. He's going for Maria. So can Maria... No, she can only try and tag him. Zane seems to be quicker than Maria, judging from the first glance. Ooh, quite substantially. So, I hate these situations. It's not the kind of situation you want to be in at this time. Alright. Django was my incapable of violent person, so it's pretty bad news to have this guy the closest. Gaxo, the next best guy, is only armed with a piece of wood, but maybe that's exactly the best thing to go for in that kind of situation. So how's Zane? Ooh boy, Zane is a killer. I'd better be sending Paul to... I don't want to take no half measures under these circumstances, so I'll let Maria take the brawl as well. She's pretty strong too, and we're just going to pick up our peeps and try and de-escalate that situation and take care that nobody dies. Best thing I can do. And attacking people with a log is one of the most pacifying ways of attacking somebody, because it's pure blunt damage, and the risk of inflicting lethal damage with that is quite low. Always a good thing to do. Oh gosh. It's so annoying sometimes. She can't haul that thing now because it's outside the allowed zone. So I have to turn her into unrestricted mode for a second, just to turn it back off once she has picked up that. It's a pain, you know? Sometimes things are just a pain. And what's most concerning to me is we're losing time, which should have been spent with working for food. So that's what's really troubling me here. Alright. It's also quite troublesome if these people are not capable of hauling the full load while we're still under toxic fallout. Day 8 is bringing relief. Seriously, it's been a while since I've suffered that much from a toxic fallout. GG, Empress Evil. GG. I really enjoy that storyteller. She's quite violent, to say the least. Alright, I think I have set up this safety zone like that, exactly. So, because we need the safety zone to make sure that nobody accidentally triggers that nasty mechanoid cluster. Because I certainly don't want to run into that. Okay, it's harvesting and seeding time. Already enabled these fields back. And let's see what I can salvage. Apart from that, it's also time to pick up the goodies. Because we've got some goodies, you know? There's drugs, there's mortars we're going to claim. Mortars are really good bounty. These are so helpful. I'm actually able to solve my whole mechanoid problem with these items. I mean, not with the mortars alone. They're useless without ammunition. But it's a start, you know? We're getting somewhere with that. So they are allowed to reach that area. I was just checking if it was still in the allowed zone. So, oh boy, we're still super low on food though. Nothing is really easy right now. But at the same time, I feel like we're getting a chance to breathe again. The fishing will enable a lot of new opportunities, I think. Especially in sustaining a food income in these times where we need to replant everything. I mean, so far away from having a sustainable economy right now. Django has to start working on the fields, and there's literally nothing to harvest out here. We're also living in a arid shrubland biome, so I'm sure happy that there's a little bit of forage, but toxic fallout is not really good to the plants, so it's going to take a few days until these things recover, so it's certainly not cool right now. But I think we're getting along just closely. There's one thing that I want to do. Animals. I want to keep the... Oops, it's wrong. I want to keep my animals out of the freezer for good. Because the last thing I need now is that my animals, which are now able to graze again, are eating out of my freezer. It was okay during the toxic fallout, but now this is over. So this boy wants me to let me get attacked by a crap ton of Outlanders. In return, I get some honor or Eltex clothing. Thanks, but no thanks. So there's a boom rat over here, and I'm quite tempted to hunt it with frag grenades, but no, we're going to wait a sec. Where is my revolver? Is it not there anymore? It seems so. So we gotta equip that, and we need to gather that precious food. Not willing to. No, left the map. I understand that Paul is going to pick up a reefer and, you know, it's a little bit morbid to pick up a reefer from a dead man and smoke it right next to the dead man. I'd rather go home. But, well, Paul's gonna do what Paul's gonna do. He lost his leg to a cheetah while he was lying in the midst of the desert. Because his people were forgetting him after he got patched up after a raid. That was one miserable moment of the series, I can tell you. Then a cheetah mistook him for his next meal. Poor guy. So we're even having some shells loaded. Dang, we're lucky. But I'd need the high explosive shells, that's their name, to get into business for real, and we're not able to sustain our food income with fish at all. It's just not working out. Not at all. Okay, so nobody did forage that stuff, so okay, Gaxo did bring some food, but it's certainly not enough. So I'm going to slaughter all the animals. So, but before that, we're going to forget about the name here. The dromedary always was named dromedary. Don't mind me. We're blank. We're still waiting for somebody to be named blank. Okay. I just don't have it in me. I'm not playing evil right now. So I'm not doing it like that. Okay. But slaughtering the animals will give us a nice push towards the regrowth of things. I just can't go without this action. Janko can't do it. He can't do it either. So, who's my next best handler? Dweep. Can we please get it done yet now? There we go. I'm not doing this with a smile when we are doing what we gotta do. It's really bad because animals are pretty precious, especially the donkey, dromedary too. But the thing there is, I'll rather take the food now than having 2 mouths to feed more. That's the thing. They need food. And they are going to steal food wherever they can, because that's what animals do. I basically love animals as long as I have a certain abundance of food, but as soon as food grows short, I wanted to give the fishing a chance. I mean, I'm going to stick with it because I've only set up people with a certain passion to that, so they're going to grind up their animal skill for good. But we're going to need a few days to get there. Until then, we can hunt. And that's what I gotta do. Ooh, there's animals migrating back into the biome. That's really good. That's going to feed us. I don't mind having slaughtered my animals a moment ago. I could be sad about it now because the day after I decided to slaughter them, new animals get back here, but that's completely okay with me. I want to stockpile food again a bit. I have a lot of people to feed. Wow, that seems to be a job, yeah. The, so annoying! I hate zone management like that. But, well, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? It's better than accidentally activating Doom on us. There we go. It's so confusing to me that the zone management is in the schedule menu. This is so anti-intuitive. Alright, but we're getting there. Paul, how are you? You're well. You're going to hunt some more. With that coyote, I maybe want to bring up somebody too. Let's bring Paul and Dweeb. Now Dweeb is doing some cookery. Gaxo is also not available. Maria is already fishing. So I'm gonna wait until Dweeb is done with the cooking or something like that. So yeah, let's do this. With predators, I really like to rather have 2 people on the hunt. Even though this thingy here is a quite harmless enemy, and most of the time coyotes don't even go into revenge if you attack them. I don't want to be in that situation where Paul gets torn apart somewhere out there. He's been through that. I don't want to put him another time through that. I'm still waiting to transform P like Paul into B like Paul, but maybe he's not going to live that day. I literally expect to die every single episode here because this is pretty nasty. I mean, it's not 500 threat, but Empress Evil sure is a storyteller straight from hell. I really tip my hat to her evilness. She's doing it really, really good. So, you see, that thing goes into revenge. We're taking it down, of course, but you never know. I had more volleys raining down on that thing. And let's see. Most of the hits were the carbine, and that was Dweeb. Paul only hit 1 salvo. I don't like the gun on Paul. The battle rifle is one of my least favorite models out of the vanilla extended guns. I mean, yeah, 2 shots is a little bit better than only 1 shot, but I prefer bursts of 3 rounds at least. Everything less just doesn't feel like a burst to me. Don't know. It's not really objective here what I'm doing. I never crunched the numbers between the battle rifle and the other rifles. So before I did that, I don't want to I can't really make a sophisticated guess about that, but it sure felt like that. Can't say more about that. And I'm experimenting around with those guns for quite some time now. I really like the vanilla expanded mod for weapons. Well, pretty much every vanilla expanded mod has gone into my standard repertoire during my times of Rimworld because it's just well made. I can't put it into different words. It's just very solid crafted content, which fits extremely well alongside the vanilla content and spices up your options. Certainly like that. So there we go. I was hoping that we're going to have some resources for that poor door. Man, we're so bored. It's annoying. Oh, boomalopes. Boomalopes. There's the question. Do you kill or tame the boomalope? Because if trained, boomalopes are so good at tanking for you. It's insane. It's really insane. Boomalopes are such efficient frontline animals because if the enemy can burn, they're awesome. You just put them up front and they're wonderful. Can't put it into different words. So I'm going to put down a saguaro cactus patch here because I noticed I'm lacking wood quite hard. So the other thing I'm going to plant here is a small patch of hay grass because hay grass is going to be quite a good thing for us. And so the fishing thing is gaining steam. That's certainly a thing. Okay, so looks like we're hitting today's episode's end slowly. We got away this time. Well, we have casualties. RIP animals. really sad about that. But the field fruits, they'll take quite some time until they get back, and I need that food. And I'm going to trade them in for some boomalopes, I'd say. Gives me chem fuel. Gives me mortar shells. I mean, did I already research mortars? Nah, not yet. Speaking about which, it's about time to consider some modernizations soon. So to live instead of survive. So we're going to start with some lights during the rollout of the outro. I thank you so much for being with me, my friends. The series is real much fun to pick it up again. I just needed a break for some time between the season 1 and the season 2. I took quite some time off with other projects because the pressure level of this series is quite high. This is fun, but it turned to be unfun at some point, and I am always a gamer. The fun comes first. If things stop to be fun for me, I don't like to do them and force myself to do them, because gaming should be always about fun. If it stops to be about fun, reconsider your doing, and think about maybe you should be doing something else. Just my 2 cents. It was always very, very healthy and happy to deal with it like that. So next episode we're going to go for some neat and nice trade with a bulk goods trader. Maybe we're going to pick up some nice things. I mean, it doesn't look like I have many things for trade, but whatever. Leave a thumbs up if you want to, and I'd really appreciate more subscriptions to my channel. You can turn on those notifications and, well, get notified, obviously. Or if you prefer a more, other way, my Discord server has a release schedule for my series and status updates on what series is whatever. You get informations there, and wide and plenty, and nice people are there too. So whatever you do or don't, I just hope you're having a great day, and see you soon. Bye bye.